We're live. You ready?
Oh, I'm ready.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Here we are, back. Keep the flame alive. I'm Jason.
I'm Jackie.
We are
The Flames.
crazy people just fitting in the podcast today.
We did it.
Can't believe we did.
And we did it.
It was going to be 10, then it was 12, then it was back to 10 again. So here we are.
It's like the 24 hours of pivots, making things work.
That's just what we do. All right. So our topic today is serving together, the blessings and challenges of being a team. So we'll see if some people jump on here in a minute. But if you're watching this live or you watch this later, like, share, and comment. Go to Master Motivation Podcast and subscribe. Our last episode did pretty good, by the way.
Oh, it did?
It's climbing.
Well, yay. How fun. I was just thinking this is a good topic this week because we've had a lot of servitude. I feel like this is a busy
servitude.
Lately, we've been busy with serving and doing things. So it'd be nice to talk about it.
It has been. It has been. So let's catch everybody up since last Wednesday. Let's see. What did we do since last Wednesday? What was last Wednesday? Today's the 10th. So it was the 3rd.
Would be the 3rd.
Yeah. Well, so we had...
Quick math.
Yeah. We
went to Rotary.
We went to Rotary.
That was a fun one.
Yep. That was actually really fun because our guest speaker didn't show up. And so instead of having a guest speaker, we had a lot of like Q&A.
Yeah, that was fun.
Like fill in the blank type things.
Like who would you use as your campaign manager if you were going to run for office in the room?
You.
That was fun though.
And who would you have take over your job? You.
I know, but they wouldn't let us use each other.
That wasn't fair. I went to class at Citadel and got to train with John Dvorka on Thursday night. That was a lot of fun. I missed jujitsu, but I made it up because I went to jujitsu class there. So that was really good. We worked on a lot of sticks, did a little stick work. And then what was Friday? Friday was pretty special.
It was our anniversary.
Yeah.
It was our anniversary, 27 years. Lucky dog. And we spent the day, we had breakfast, we went to see Devil Wears Prada 2, so good. And then look at that. And then what did we do after that?
Went to dinner.
We shopped a little, we drove around a little, yeah, and then it was time for dinner right away. We had really good dinner and came home and hung out with the kids a little bit.
It was a fun day. It was a whole day of just us. No work, not a lot of social media.
Yeah. And the next day wasn't super busy, miraculously, and we got to go to the gym and tootle around.
We went to the gym.
As we do.
Jackie went to the gym.
Like I do.
Like that was the second time this year.
No, that is so untrue.
You went the first day.
No.
The first workout. I looked. I
Really? It's that bad?
I tracked it. I did track it. Yeah, you went to the gym the first day, the first workout of the year with me, and then the day after our anniversary. So I figure around Christmas time, you'll come again.
If you want like a Father's Day gift, I will attend the gym.
Yeah, I'll take a Father's Day gift. And then we went to breakfast and mass we went to mass first and then breakfast with Chris, as we do on Sundays. And then I had a chamber chat on Monday, which was really good.
Straightened out our hall closet. That felt good.
What did you do on Monday night?
It was so long ago, I just don't remember.
Just 2 nights ago. You presented
I presented our scholarship. That was a very long time ago at Moore Park High School. That was really, really special because we had so many applications this year again, and I was very sure of who my side of the vote, who I really wanted, and I got to present this boy who was really special to us and trained with us for a long time with a scholarship. So I was really, really excited to see him and to present that. So.
And not only did you present Moore Park Karate and Krav Maga scholarship, you also presented the Ron Helis. Did you do the Ron? Which one did you do?
Ron Helis.
For our Moore Park Morning Rotary.
Yeah, how many wanted that one?
How many do we do? We do the Ron Helis. We do the
3 Barbara Oroshoff.
Okay, so 4 total.
4 total.
Okay. Which one did you do?
I did one of the Barbara Orchoff ones, and I presented to a young lady who got like easily 5 more that night. Like
Mm,
these kids, this graduating class is really, really accomplished, and like going straight to USC to discuss to study microbiology, and like crazy, crazy resumes in these kids. So it was cool. Even and then the boy who we selected, he from our studio that we do, which I love that we do that every year. It's just a good way to give back. Um, the boy we selected is going to Cal Poly, which is not an easy school to get into. So, and did not have an easy go of it growing up. So I'm really proud of him.
yeah.
And our impact in his life, I think, was significant too. So
I mean, he'd been with us on and off since he was like 3 or 4 years old. So, yeah, it was really cool to watch him grow up and do all the things that he's doing now. So, yeah, it was awesome to be able to. When we talk about serving, I am proud and grateful that we have the opportunity to provide a student with a scholarship.
yeah.
Um, so yeah, that was a good night. I wasn't able to be there because I was teaching class, but you were there and Maddie was there with you. And then yesterday, I attended a Moore Park Chamber of Commerce AI workshop. Very informative. I really enjoyed it a lot. As a matter of fact, I think I'm going to be reaching out to the presenter and doing a little work with him. So it was a very impactful week. You also,
Yeah, I served at the Lord's table and made 2 gigantic trays of pasta salad. It was like 9 pounds of pasta salad, 9 pounds of pasta plus all the ingredients. But yeah, I had some help, and I got to spend some time with a friend, and
Tracy's watching. Hi,
oh,
Tracy.
and I got to see Tracy, and she and Maddie helped me chop. And but it was really, I love doing the Lord's table. It's been a couple months because we've had things on Tuesday nights to do. So it was nice that, and everybody asked about you. They're like, even one of the servers said, I don't ever get to see you without Jason. Where's Jason? I was like, yeah, we're always together, serving, which
Usually, yeah.
we are. So, but I loved it. So
Well, I will come next time.
it was cool. There was a guy, we make dinner and we present it. Everybody, it's every Tuesday, but we do, as a club, we do every second Tuesday of the month. And, but anyway, we see the same faces, and this guy was a new guy, and he got food, then he got second, huge guy, really big guy, probably starving. He got food, then he got seconds, and then he came back. We'd make to-go trays when there's extra food at the end. And a lot of times, it's like a very humbling experience to accept food, right? People don't always say thank you. They kind of smile and, walk by. And we try to be very upbeat and welcoming. And he looked me right in the eye and said, you know what? Thank you so much for providing lunch for me tomorrow. I really appreciate it. So this was a great dinner, but you guys have also provided lunch for me tomorrow on my lunch break. So thank you. And I thought that is so cool. Like that's why you do it.
I yeah, I love doing it. I've talked about it on the show before and posted about it, but our family was a recipient of extra help, so we received food from other families and other organizations. So um I didn't really truly understand it as a kid, but like looking back, I'm grateful for it and know that there's people out there that need help, and there's going to be people that abuse the situation or abuse the opportunities, but there's also some people that are super, super grateful. And at the end of the day, if you have never served, like I know Tracy had never served before, that's what you said, and it's a pretty powerful experience to be able to give back, especially if you've been someone that has been a recipient of it. But it feels good. I mean, it feels good to help other people. I think that that's one of the greatest things that we can do is serve others. It's the one of the greatest ways that we can be a good Christian is
Yeah.
to serve others. So anyway, all right, wow, we got a lot of people watching today. It's jumping up. Thank you guys for sharing and watching. And by the way, if you got any questions, thank you, Tracy. Highly recommend. 10 out of 10. I'm glad you had a good time. Good. It's Moore Park is just such a great community. It's all the people that come there to serve and all the people that are involved in it. Because Moore Park Morning Rotary isn't the only group that serves. I mean, there are other groups that come into
Yeah,
the Lord's table.
it's every Tuesday, and like the scouts do it. The owners of Lucky Fools, they're always there serving. They're amazing. So there's always somebody doing it, but second Tuesday's our day, and I love that.
So if you're here in Moore Park and you'd like to get involved, let us know. First, we'd love to have you get involved with Rotary, because Rotary does a ton of great things in the community. But if you
Morning
want to,
Rotary.
Moore Park Morning Rotary, and or any service organization. But if you want to help serve like we do at the Lord's Table, or you just want to get involved in your community, and if you're not from Moore Park, ask around. I'm sure that there's an opportunity in your community. I'm sure there's a Rotary Club. I'm sure there's a Kiwanis Club or some kind of service organization, women's clubs. But there's got to be an opportunity for you to get out there and serve. So take advantage of that. And everybody says, you have time, talent, and treasure, right? Time, talent, and treasure. And if you can use any of those three or all of those three to benefit someone else, what a blessing that is to them. So let's get into our questions.
Let's go.
That is the update on what's going on. So first thing, why do we serve together? What inspired you to start serving together as a couple, and how has it impacted your relationship over the years?
So we were heavily recruited by our friend Daniel Groff and our friend Chris Barrett. Does that sound accurate? To join Rotary for years. And I decided to go a different route and join the Kiwanis Club here in town. And it was not my favorite fit. Like, I joined it and they do great things. It just maybe wasn't the best fit for me. They do a lot more social activities in addition to their service to the community. And what's that line from that movie? I don't have any more room for any more friends. Cable guy. I don't have room for any more friends, whatever it is. But I just didn't need the social aspect so much. So, and again, they do great things, just not exactly the fit for me. So, you finally made the jump to Rotary, Moore Park Morning Rotary.
Chris Barrett twisted my arm. Daniel invited me first, but Chris Barrett, I don't think he didn't just twist my arm, like he twisted both arms, tied me up in a pretzel, and beat me to submission.
There's no saying no. There's no saying no to Chris. So we know that eventually he gets his way. And it was of benefit to us. And you were loving it. And you're like, just come one time, check it out. And I came as your guest and I was like, shoot, I love this more. And so I continued paying my dues for 2 years for Kiwanis because I felt like I had committed to it. But eventually made the permanent switch over to Rotary. I joined that right away. I became the president after a year or two.
Of course you did.
And we also know why. Chris, again, thank you. But
you just like the power.
You
like the gavel.
That's servitude. Let me tell you, there's no power in being a president of a service organization. It's like, what can I do for you all to make you all happy? So I think that's it. Like that's how we got there. How has it impacted our relationship? It's been really great because neither of us wants to wake up at 6 a.m. on a Thursday ever, and we do, and it's quiet in the bathroom as we're getting ready, I feel like, but we go and we experience these things together. Like you would come home and tell me what the speakers were like, and you can't describe it. Some of them are so impactful, you just have to be there, right? The experiences we gain together, I think, make us so strong.
So I think it goes back even before that, but just so here's what a typical Rotary meeting is like, because I think a lot of people think that Rotary Club or the Chamber of Commerce, it's a bunch of old people, and I guess that now we're over 50. We are the old people, but it's a really fun and energetic group, at least the club that we're in. But a typical Rotary meeting starts with the Pledge of Allegiance, and then a prayer, invocation. And then we go into, announcements, and our current president is really good about celebrating anniversaries and birthdays. And then we do something called Happy Dollars, which, even before Happy Dollars, we do This Day in History, which is usually really fun, especially if Dan Birchfield does it, because he's got the most amazing voice, but he's just so good at history. And
John Courtney's
good too. John Courtney is like, what, like I feel dumb sometimes.
He's because
he knows so much. But I love listening to Birch when he does it. And then we have Joke of the Day, and David Pollock is our resident jokester. He's so funny. His timing is perfect. Um, but then after, this day in history, which is educational, jokes are always bad. They're always dad jokes. And then we go into our happy dollars, and everybody goes around the room, and you don't have to donate, but it is a fundraiser for us. And you get to tell everybody, something happy in your life. And every Thursday, every Thursday I wake up and I go, okay, like, what are my happy dollars today? Or like Wednesday night, what are my happy dollars? What am I going to talk about tomorrow? And some people use it as a time to promote, which I don't love. But I love to hear, when people are celebrating an anniversary, or they're having a grandchild, or they got to go visit their mom or their dad or their kids or their grandkids.
Celebrating a medical thing. Like we've got a few
Yeah.
people that have been sick in the club, and they're like, I got my scans and they're clear. And
Yeah.
I love that. Like,
But it just sets it up, it just sets it up for the whole day. Like, you wake up and that feeling of gratitude. So I love that. And then the speaker. And the speakers are great. I mean, they're just people from not just our local Moore Park area, but like, sometimes from uh it's Ventura County, probably not usually further than that, but I mean, some national organizations have come in and spoken to us, and it's really educational. It's a great way to make contacts and meet new
Yeah.
people. But sitting in that room, you're with a lot of like-minded people that want to serve, people that want to be, they want to grow and be educated, and we all support each other in all that we do. But going back to what inspired you to start serving together as a couple, um, I think it goes back all the way to the kids being in school.
Yeah.
Because as soon as the kids were in school, you were, room mom or team mom or whatever. And if you were a team mom for sports, like I was coaching. So I think that's where what inspired us truly to start serving together is our kids. We wanted to be involved at everything. Like we were at all that when they were at Pinecrest, we were at all the school events and functions. Like we didn't miss Olympic Day. We didn't miss the field trips. We went on almost all the field trips together. Um, and so I think that's where it really started. And it continued from there, and it just like ballooned
Yeah.
bigger. Like every year it was like, okay, well, we're still doing this, but now we're adding this. And for the longest time, we were just adding, adding, adding. And now that they're out of school, there's a lot less for us to participate in with them, but we've kind of held on to some of the things like Rotary and the Chamber of Commerce and other things. I mean, there's not a lot of community service work that like you do by yourself or and I do by myself. Like if you jump in, I jump in. If I jump in, you jump in. Even VCLA,
I
right?
haven't seen you at the Moore Park Women's Club events, but
Not allowed because I don't identify.
you're not a woman. Yeah, no, you're right. Even VCLA, like you are. I mean, like I would be there to help you if you ever needed anything, but I am trying to interview for VC. I'm hoping to interview for VCLA. Well, I am interviewing.
You are interviewing.
I am interviewing.
You're just
Sorry to be
hoping to
timid there,
get accepted.
but
Don't be
I,
timid.
but
It's not good for interviews.
I, yeah, well, I'm interviewing and I'd love to be in the next cohort, and then we can do things together too. And so,
But I will always be in 31 and you will be in 32.
yeah, I hear 32 is better than 31.
Whatever.
I haven't seen it yet. but
Okay, let's go to the
Okay.
next question.
Working side by side, when you are serving together in ministry, community organizations, or volunteer work, how do we balance being teammates without letting the work overshadow the relationship?
So I think it doesn't overshadow the relationship, because I think a lot of times the community work we do gives us purpose and gives us time together. Like gives it like
Dedicated.
like we could sit home and watch Sons of Anarchy, or now we're watching Euphoria. We'll talk about that later. But it gives us purpose to get up and get out of the house and do something productive. I mean, we already, work together in the studio, whatever that means. But like, we've got Apricot Festival coming up. It was already passed, but we've got another event coming up, and it's like we gear up for that and we do it together. So I think that it never overshadows our relationship. It always gives us purpose and gives us a reason to spend more time together.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't have anything to add to that. I think anytime we can spend together, even if it's like forced because we have something scheduled. I'm gonna miss you on Friday though. You're not coming to we have another Rotary event Friday.
I know, but I have to rehearse for my test. But just on that last topic, how it encourages discussion about healthy boundaries and priorities. I mean, I guess that's one of the things where it's like this Friday, you're going to go do the step down ceremony, and I'm not able to attend because I have a priority that took precedent with getting ready for my black belt test on Saturday. So, but we always talk about it. It's not like it always encourages us to communicate. It never causes any kind of frustration or dissension. I don't think that like you're super upset that I'm not going.
Yeah.
It's not like I chose to like go to the bar and hang out with my friends instead of going to do that. Not that I ever just like go to the bar and hang out.
And I am past president, so I am really needed there. So if somebody had to be there, it would be me.
It's because you're Jackie.
And no, but you're good because you'll always jump in like Holiday on High Street. What do you need me? What do you need me to lift? What do you want me to move? Don't take that table. Let me get that table. So you're always helpful there.
I'm the heavy lifting guy.
Yeah.
You're the pointing finger person.
So to that is how are our unique gifts, talents, and personalities helpful to help us be a stronger team when serving others?
Yeah. So like I said, you're good at pointing your finger and I'm good at saying, okay, I'll go lift that and move that.
I don't.
I'm teasing. You snap? Do you snap?
No, I don't snap.
Never.
No.
Yeah, I mean, we just have you have a unique gift of like connecting with everybody and like, with Moore Park Community Connection. Everybody knows that if they need a phone number, if they need a person, if they need a balloon lady, a cake person, they know call Jackie Flame and she's gonna do that. You have the serious talent when it comes to like photography, and you took care of the centerpieces for testing on Saturday. Like you just have that.
Well, I didn't make them.
No, but you're organized enough to do all of that, where I, on the other hand, will always show up and just do what's needed, right? Like you just have those unique gifts and talents that like make things happen. I just kind of show up and fill in the gaps. I think that I can be a good personal connector personal connector. Does that make sense? I mean, because there's times where people need to have a meeting with someone or they want to bounce an idea off me. I know that I'm strong at that. Strong leadership on both ends. I mean, either one of us can be the point person at any given event if we need to.
Yeah.
I just have like learned and enjoyed stepping back because I was always so used to being like the point person and being in front, being the chief instructor, the chairman of the board, to like always being in the forefront. And I don't mind it. I enjoy it, but I really actually enjoy stepping back and being a team player any chance that I get. Like even in VCLA, I was not one of the standout, like step up and like I'm going to do everything right out of the gate, because that's usually what I do. So I wanted to work on being a better team player and being a better supporter.
Yeah.
And so it's been nice just changing that role for me.
It's going to be weird for me to be chamber chair with you on the executive board and me having been on your board. Because you were up there at the head of the table for a long time, and I think people identify with you at the chamber a lot. And so I actually think I'm going to get like skipped over a little. Like people are going to ask, can I ask your husband a question? Which is fine.
No, it's never an ask Jason a question, ask Jackie a question. It's like, well, let's check with the Flames. I mean, that's just kind of what it is. It's not one.
Well, if we can help, if either of us can help, we help, right? So that's a good.
I'm a Rotarian. How can I help?
Yeah, exactly.
It's my turn. Can I read, please? My turn. What are some of the biggest challenges we've faced while serving together, and how have we worked through them as a couple? Challenges.
It's hard when you have to make decisions on the board. So, some people will eh, interpret our leadership on the board as being
Self-serving.
self-serving or in cahoots with each other. Like we don't talk about like vote this way. We're pretty good about keeping board things on the board and leaving that there. Um, we've had to vote people off the board as a board before, and I definitely tried not to give all my opinions to you, and we try to be as fair as we can. So for me, that's a challenge, right? Like you have to, and like even now, Maddie works on the at the chamber, and she'll like if something will come out in a meeting, and she'll say, "Did you know that?" I'm like, "Yeah, I knew, but I couldn't tell you because I didn't want to like overstep." Or I try not to have her be my daughter on when she's working, and so that's a challenge for me because I have to like, oh, I can't tell her that it's not the right thing. So
Mhm.
I mean, that's me.
I think so. Yeah, personal challenges not between us, but the personal challenges that come with being on a board and being involved in the community. Because like I said, sometimes people attribute what we do and why we do so much as being self-serving and only for our business. And I mean, to a certain extent, absolutely. I don't think that there's anybody that's out there doing what they do that is completely and totally not putting themselves in the position where they could benefit from it. But that's not why we do it. I mean, to me, it should always be a win-win-win, right? A win for us, a win for who we're serving, and then a win for either the organization or anybody else that benefits. I think it should always be that way. If it's always a win one way or the other, I just don't think it works. So, when it comes to personal issues, we've had some people on the board that that just didn't mesh with the board. And, we might like them as a person, but if they're disrupting the team, then they have to go. And that's just a decision that has to be made because the organization, we need to put at the top of our priority. So personal challenges have been hard. I think also time. It's just time. Sometimes we are super overwhelmed with how much we have going on, how much we've, how much we're obligated to do because of our commitment to so many people and so much, right? We have, the karate school, we have Country Harvest, we have the Chamber of Commerce, we have Moore Park Morning Rotary, we have now VCLA. There's a lot of stuff that goes on, and even within the martial arts school, we have three organizations that we're part of. We have, our karate organization, our Krav Maga organization, and our jujitsu organization. That's all time. I think that's the biggest. We're constantly being pulled, and lately, we've had to divide and conquer, as you will. Like, I didn't want to miss the classes that I was teaching on Monday, so you and Maddie went to present the certificate. I would have liked to be there, but just time.
Yeah.
It's just so many things. So I think those are the biggest challenges. All right, last question. Looking back, how has serving together strengthened our marriage, our faith, and the legacy we're building as a family?
Ah, strengthen the legacy. I mean, as a family, I, I think one day our kids will be Rotarians. I hope they will. I know they like to help others and they see it, they see the value in it, even if, just like church, like we don't shove church down their throats, but I think they see the value because we show them that we have value for it. So I think that's,
Yeah, it strengthened our marriage because it gives us purpose together, and it's very fulfilling to serve and to be engaged. I mean, like, when we're involved and we watch, Field of Valor come alive, and we watch Holiday on High Street come alive, and all the events and things.
sell
You know,
things.
I said all the things. Hi, Sean. Sean is popping in. Good to see you yesterday. Um, yeah, I think that those things strengthen our marriage because, it feels good that we did that together. I mean, one of the things that I'm most proud of is people often talk about Holiday on High Street. And I'm like, well, or they ask, like, how are you involved? Well, the two of us, along with two other couples, sat down and had lunch and came up with an idea and had it happen within a few weeks. And here we are now going into the ninth year. Is this year number 9? Last year was 8.
It is the 9th year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, people from all over know what Holiday on High Street is. And that just feels good to have been a part of that. And that's a huge legacy because our name will be attached to that event forever. So absolutely love that. The things that we're doing with the chamber, we've been involved with the chamber for almost 10 years now. 10 years consecutively, not counting the time that I was in the chamber prior to that. I think that we've made some really big changes and we've made a difference. Our Facebook group, I think, has really helped people to. I mean, there's a couple of businesses in there that have flat out said, if it wasn't for this group, I wouldn't have gotten a couple of the jobs that I've gotten. And it helps promote. I mean, that feels really, really good. I
love
think
that. That's the thing that makes me the happy. Like that was our intention, right? Like to
Mhm.
keep business in Moore Park, but like then there's people who don't know social media and they're posting from their personal page onto our group, and that's the only exposure they get. And it's like that feels really good. Like
Mhm.
really good.
So, the legacy of that, you already touched on church and our faith. I mean, yeah, our kids are in that awkward age of where, they're not always going to mass with us, but they do go when they know how important it is to us that they go. But I think that they're both still very strongly rooted in their faith. I mean, they've been talking a lot more about it with us. So I know that that's there and they definitely see the value of it. And just, these videos, quite honestly, are our legacy. I mean, one day, when we're gone, the kids will be able to watch these videos and remember who their mom and dad were, and they'll be doing the things, I'm sure. Maddie will definitely be the strong female that you are, that everybody respects and follows. And Mason has a different, he has a little bit more of a softer leadership in some ways. I mean, most people know that he's super strong and where he just will sit down and talk with us and tell us everything, the smallest little detail, cat and loving the dog and all those things. But they'll get to see these videos and share them with their kids and their kids. So I hope that that's the legacy that we leave, is that we did some good things and there's still more to do, and hopefully our example will at least spark something in them, that they find something that they're passionate about.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't have to be the chamber, it doesn't have to be what we do, just the fact that it'll spark their sense of service and their their talents and abilities. So
Yeah. Well, I need to get ready for graduation,
I know
for an 8th grade graduation that I'm going to. Pray for
There's
me
live
and that I have enough
learning.
sunscreen for a 2:30, 86-degree graduation, you guys, because I'm pale. I don't have a lot of skin tone.
Don't worry, I'll give you the.
Yeah, well, you are such a good spray tanner, but it's
Yep,
not the same because
it's just not the same.
it doesn't protect you from the sun. Anyway, hope you guys have a great week. If anybody's graduating, enjoy your family time if family's in, and try to make it a really good week.
All right. Well, yep, we'll be back next Wednesday, I believe. Usually, you just never know. Just stay
Should be
tuned.
Wednesday.
Just stay tuned. But thank you, Tracy, and is it Hazel and Sean, for dropping some comments. Appreciate you guys watching. Like, share, and comment the video. Go to Master Motivation Podcast on YouTube, and you'll find all of these Keep the Flame Alive videos. This was number 36. And then I've also got some great interviews with some amazing leaders like Sean Nelson. You can go check out her interview and so many more. But thanks again for watching, guys. Catch you next time. Make it a great week. Go find a way to serve your community and yourself. That didn't sound good. Let's try that again. Go and serve your.
yourself.
No,
Go
don't
serve
serve yourself.
yourself.
I didn't think that through very clear. Go and serve your community, and it'll make yourself feel better about serving. So there it is. Thanks. That's my closing. See you guys next week. Take care. Bye-bye.